Hello everyone, I am here for day 10 of the 100-day project. I'm going to create another bead using this Kantha fabric. It's pretty cool on both sides, but I think I'm going to use this one. So I have a smaller dowel this time. And what you need to keep in mind when you're choosing your dowel size is that will be this, reflect on the size of your bead and perhaps the number of times you have to actually wrap your fabric around the bead. So now I've got a start, and I'm gonna try this, but I left the top off last night. Okay, I did clean it out with a pen, and that seems to have worked. I'm trying to keep it straight, and I'm trying to keep from gluing it to the dowel. Not doing a good job of keeping it straight. Let's try that again. It doesn't have to be wrapped all that tightly. All you need is that small opening that will allow the wire to go through it. Okay, so I think that's probably enough. It's not all that straight, and it's not particularly tight, but I think it will still be okay. I'm going to glue this in. Well, I didn't glue it to the dowel, at least. Let's put the top back on this Fabri-Tac. I'm trying to hold it until it glues. And as I've said before, there's no reason to keep it from gluing to your fabric. I'm going to flip this over because this is the side I want visible. Okay, so I'm going to start this. And I'm going to put down some Fabri-Tac. Sorry. It's more important to keep this fabric straight than it is the paper. Sorry. Oh, sometimes I'm a klutz. All right, now I'm going to trim this edge a little bit to get a straighter edge. Okay, let me try to glue this better. Because it's got two pieces of fabric, you have to have both pieces glued down. I'm going to stop this for a minute because I did not prepare what I needed to prepare. Okay, I'm back. I forgot to pick out my beads, so I did buy this concave set of pliers, jewelry pliers, and I'm having somewhat better success with it, so I may need to turn. Okay, so when you press it, it crimps it, and it's around this round part of the needle nose of these concave pliers. So now I need my needle nose pliers to try to keep it round as I can. And I'm gonna twist it it doesn't need to be that big. Twist the wire around. At least I'm gonna try to. A couple of times. Use these bent pliers. I got those too recently to try to get that loose end pulled tight, so it's not going to stick anybody. All right, now it's not perfectly round, but it's certainly better than what I've been doing. So now I'm going to put this small red bead, if I can find the hole, and I'm going to put this larger bead on. Well, okay, and then a larger red bead. So those are the beads that I'm going to have on this one. And I'm going to take my Kantha bead and put that there. Now the wire that's going to be wrapped around it will tighten this up some. All right, so now I'm going to do the reverse. So I put this bead, as soon as I find the hole. This one. And this one. Oops, I don't want to lose it. If it falls on the ground, it may never be seen again. All right, so now I have to do the same thing that I did here to keep these beads on. So I'm going to take the concave pliers and bend it. And then I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and put it inside and try to hold it tight and actually wrap the wire around. Okay, so it's not exactly round, but clip the excess and tighten it with these bent pliers. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Now I'm going to take some wire. Just for your information, there are several different colors of this wire, but keep in mind that this is just on the outside, so it comes off fairly easily, which is not a good thing, but that's the way it is. It peels off So I'm going to try to, excuse me, wrap this around at least a couple of times before I start to wrap it around the bead. I want it to be fairly tight so it doesn't move around. All right, let's cut a little bit of that off. If I can find my pliers, here they are. Remember not to point it at your eye because it may fly off and stab you. Okay, so now I've got quite a few beads on this wire. Got it down here. And I want to wrap it and scatter these beads. I'm going to kind of capture that in too. Tend to get more on one side than the other. We'll shift them around a little bit. I think I'm down to the last two beads. Put one down here. All right, so now all I want to do is wrap this around here and clip it. And then tighten it up. These are advertised to work in small spaces, and they seem to do exactly that. Okay, so let me get these pliers out of the way, pick up any beads or jump rings or whatever I've got down here. See if I need to adjust my beads at all to more evenly distribute them. Okay, so let me bring in my fabric. Straighten it up a little bit. And here is day 10 of the 100 Day Project. Thank you for joining me.